Hello friends and welcome to a video. We are going to watch Team Liquid play against Nigma. I know this game happened a while ago, almost a month at this point actually. I think this is one of the first games of the DPC season. But as some of you may know, I have been trying to improve my KotL, and in that process I've lost a lot of MMR. I'm not a very good KotL. And although I think I'm slowly improving, I think it would help myself and maybe some others to watch someone better play some Keeper of the Light. So Liquid.iNSaNia, I know he is a fan of this hero, and so I wanted to go find a game where he played it. Now, I am a little cautious of looking at pro matches, pro pub games versus pro matches like this, Team Liquid versus Nigma, I think is risky because they obviously have a level of coordination and game plan that we do not find in our pub games. But still, I thought it would be cool to watch this game from his perspective and kind of see any cool Keeper of the Light tricks, things that he thinks this hero is really good at. Because he's obviously planning a draft around, well, not planning a whole draft around the hero, but the hero does play a part in the draft. So what I'm hoping to see is some insights into the hero. I haven't watched the game yet, so maybe it's a total flop. I don't think so, though. I know they win this game. So I wanted to start here in the draft real quick, just to see. So he panned out Io and Nyx in the first phase, and then he responded to a puck opener with Keeper of the Light. So I can't read his mind or anything like that, but just to get any insights about the hero I can at all, it tells me that at least against a puck, he's not that worried. You know, puck doesn't end this Keeper of the Light's game or the rest of his team's like game plan around the keeper or like what the keeper's going to do. Perhaps he finds Io and Nyx very difficult to play against as a Keeper of the Light. And to be honest, I can sort of see that. Nyx has a very easy stun on the Keeper of the Light. And if you see, if he charges the whole blast and then Nyx carapaces that, you return a lot of damage to Keeper. And Keeper is a fairly fragile hero until unless he gets to like pick up some big items that help him tank up. So I can see that being a ban he wants to get rid of. Of all the heroes out there, Nyx usually struggles to get solo kills on his own, but actually, I think Keeper of the Light is a fragile enough support and with an obvious enough blast that a Nyx can find that solo kill. If he's in Vendetta, you carapace, you reflect it, he's stunned, you walk up, you hit him with your ult while you're still invis, then you stun him, you mana burn, he's probably dead. And then Io, I'm not 100% sure, but I think as Keeper, there's like two ways you want to play, either a really fast tempo or really late game. Because you can like drag the game out late by blasting out waves, and you enable your team for it. You're not going to be so useful in the late game. You kind of drop off, but you can get to the late game. And I think Io is a really good late game hero, and Nigma is also very good with Io. So this could be totally unrelated to the Keeper, and it could just be about what Nigma is good against, and they don't want to deal with that. So, you know, just a thought. Because Nigma was first pick in here. And we're not going to go too far here, but we can see like the bans he's hitting. Several of them are to protect like this Bristleback and some of their other picks. And I think it's because like if you're trying to play around this Keeper of the Light, and for example, he picks a Bristleback to combo well with the Keeper, you don't want your like linchpin of the draft essentially like, oh, let's enable this Bristleback with this Keeper of the Light pick, and then the Bristleback gets countered. So to me, what that tells me is that Keeper of the Light is this hero that can enable his team, and you have to make sure those teammates are not countered. I mean, again, that sounds obvious, but it is something to think about in Captain's mode. It's like, why am I picking this hero that can do these crazy stacks, can help play this really fast tempo, and then we let the enemy counter us? So to me, that means at a professional level and what he thinks of as the hero, like you can't just have like this general pick in a way. You know, like Earth Spirit, you can pick him. If he gets like some counters or whatever, he'll do his job. But I feel like okay, I don't know if he's thinking this, Insania and Team Liquid, but it's like my own interpretation is like Keeper of the Light has this game plan in mind, and you kind of need to fit that. Liquid actually picks up last pick Mirana. We're actually not going to worry too much about that. Let's jump into the game. Let's go back a little bit. Oh, a little too far. Yeah, last pick Mirana, and I think Taiga and Boxy swap spots. I'm actually not sure if it's a Mirana offlane or... Let's see. Yeah, it looks like Taiga's playing the offlaner. They started to like swap, which is pretty cool, but forget them. This is a Keeper of the Light video. All right, let's watch him. So already, this is what I'm talking about. Picking up a Blightstone is something I would have never thought to do with Keeper of the Light. But if I had to guess, it's because Viscous Nasal Goo and Quill Spray. So Viscous Nasal Goo removes armor, and then Quill Spray is physical. And then if Insania just hits them with a couple more, like another -2 armor, that's a lot. And it looks like his team's coming up for a first blood attempt. So it's pretty interesting. I don't think Keeper of the Light needs any items to start. Like, you need some tangos. But then after that, I think your itemization is very flexible. You'll usually make it to level 2 to pick up like your Illuminate plus Chakra Magic. And so you don't have mana issues in the same way other heroes do. And so you don't really have to buy that many mangoes or polarities. And it opens up your itemization a lot. And so it's already cool to see him pick up a Blightstone. I don't know if I'll ever do that in a pub game, but maybe. It's not that weird to get like paired with a Bristleback. Bristleback carries a little uncommon and carries in pub games, but still cool. I'm pretty sure Mirana was positioning there to... Oh, we're about to stumble on something big. I'm pretty sure Mirana was positioning there to see if the enemy had warded on that cliff or not. All right. This is actually pretty cool. I'm glad we paused here. Let's think about how this should go. I'm pretty sure Taiga walks in and tries to stun as many people as he can. I think Insania tries to charge up a blast. Then you arrow whoever Taiga stuns. If Taiga stuns multiple people, you try to hit the most valuable one, which is maybe Puck, except that Puck could be one of the harder kills. So if they don't chain stun and get the kill, Puck will probably take Illusory Orb and then just escape. But they have enough heroes here where I think they could probably kill him. Okay, but keeping in mind that we're imagining how to play Keeper of the Light, do you auto attack first to get the Blightstone off? I don't think so. I think if Taiga stuns, you just immediately start charging Illuminate. So let's actually... Should we? Yeah, let's go half speed. Let's watch this play out. So he just starts charging. Actually only ends up hitting Axe. So I guess Axe is now the target we might look for. A lot of damage on the Phoenix. It's silence. The Sand King's actually low. They do end up picking up the Axe. Taiga looks like he's going to fall. And it kind of looks like they'll pick up Kuroki. Position 5 Void Spirit. That's pretty cool. That's like some flex stuff, I feel like. Okay, so what's KotL gonna do? Good start for them. They got a kill here. Okay, with his gold. So what did he choose to buy? Guys, this is this whole video. I'm trying to look as in-depth as I can here. And it might all be bullshit. It could be. This is just like what my interpretation of all this is. Like, God, it'd be cool if we could get Insania and he's like, dude, you totally read this wrong. I just got these because I like these items. But let's see. He's got a magic stick. Who's he against? Axe and Phoenix. I guess Axe is going to cast a good amount of Battle Hunger. And Phoenix, every now and then, is going to cast, like, W and Q. You'll, like, slowly build up stick charges. And he still has, like, a lot of regen from before. So he doesn't quite need to buy any more regen. And then what else? He got a Salve, so that is a bit more regen. So right now he's just got Tangos. And Bristleback has Tangos. So it would be nice if, like, they take a fight and one of them falls really low. You'll pick up this Salve and you'll guarantee you can keep playing the lane. The Mango. The Mango confuses me a little bit. I guess it is a bit of regen, which is nice against, say, this Axe throwing Battle Hunger on you and you don't want to steal last hits. So this HP regen will help you recover a little bit. And then the mana, that's the part that's interesting about KotL, because KotL has his own mana, but he doesn't have it yet. So maybe this is a safety Mango. You know, between the stick and the Mango, it guarantees that you'll make it to level 2 with enough mana. Enough mana to cast Illuminate, and if you need to use it, you'll Mango and use Illuminate. Or he could throw it on the Bristleback. So say he doesn't have enough Chakra Magic to throw on the Bristle quite yet, and Bristle is like diving for a kill, then you can Mango him and get enough mana. So maybe that's why. It's pretty interesting. I wouldn't have thought to buy a Mango on him. But maybe it really does depend on like who your lane partner is. Is it worth it against a Phoenix at all? I mean, Phoenix is going to whittle you down a little bit, so maybe some HP regen. Alright, so let's see how he plays the lane. Wasn't showing quite yet. Now he's going to start right-click harassing. Hasn't used Illuminate. Now he's going to charge it to guarantee the range creep. Didn't charge it all the way, though. Probably to make sure the range creep didn't get denied. Like, there's no reason to charge longer and let Axe get a chance to deny it. Like, Axe and Phoenix to deny it. But maybe also, and probably both of these reasons, also not to do too much damage to the melee creeps, because he is hitting everything here. And so if you, like, destroy the entire creep wave, you are going to push the lane. So maybe he only did as little as he needed to. But he could have positioned to avoid this. Couldn't he? I guess he is harassing Axe. Oh, no, I guess it did start to fall. Maybe he didn't have a choice. Because I was thinking you can angle differently to avoid this kind of stuff happening, where you hit all these melee creeps. But, I mean, maybe he walked in and thought, I'm just going to attack this Axe once or twice, and then, oh, shit, Mickey. No, they're on a team. I'm sure they could coordinate this stuff. I don't know. It secures the range creep, though, and I think that's the most important part out of all of this. Honestly, it's so obvious, but I really... Guys, I'm pretty bad about getting the range creep. I miss it a good amount. I need to work on that. At a high level, like, I always see them always going for it. Like, 100% of the time. Everyone is focused on it. And for me, it's like 60% of the time, you know? That's something I think I need to work on. And pick up his items. What'll he swap in? I would probably swap out the... Probably the salve or the stick. I feel like he doesn't need the salve quite yet. I think he'll tango up. But the salve is also nice as, like, this emergency heal, so maybe one stat is worth less. Let's see. Yeah, he chooses the Iron Branch. I think it's because you can, like, in a close fight, you can maybe salve yourself and try to live. Though in this case, they have 2 forms of damage over time, so maybe it's not so good. But when you need to salve, you kind of need to salve. Like, when you... There's 2 cases. Either you're about to die and you're trying to, like, outplay them, and so you salve for, like, 10 health to try to live, and you need to be able to do that. You can't wait 6 seconds. And the other reason you need to salve is, like, oh, I just got really low, or your teammate. More likely your teammate. They got really low, and you want them to get back to the lane. You don't want them to wait 6 seconds for you to take it out of your backpack. So maybe that's why. Instantly changes it and swaps them. That'd be funny. First pull. He's going to pull the whole thing. Let's take a look at the lane real quick. The Dire lane has 4 creeps right now. And 1 enemy creep. And the enemy creep wave, their second wave is going to get here. So... So Mickey shouldn't get pushed under this tower. But this lane will push, because this creep wave is not going to die to this small camp. And this lane will end up pushing, which might be okay because this hard camp's here. So let's see if he ends up using that. Just gonna focus on harassing Nigma's GH a little bit. Wasn't too worried about getting the last hits or denying. It's kind of working out. This creep is randomly getting drawn to GH. I guess it's not random. It's because the spell was on him. Alright. He's going to use a spell to try to aggro the camp to try to do this pull. Oh! Timing was just slightly off. I think if he auto-attacked that creep, it might have worked out. Charging the spell. I wonder if it was to get GH or to shove in the wave. It might have been a bit of both. If you shove the lane in here, then maybe you can do a pull. Gonna break this tree to get to safety. God, be careful with your courier. Pinging to go on the Phoenix to dissuade them from getting the courier. Alright, force dive. This seems like you try to pull here. Right? Large creep wave. Think he makes it to the small camp? No. He decides he wants to do this one instead. Okay, I want to look at this again. He had enough time. Like right now, if he runs to the small camp, he would do a small camp pull. So why isn't he? If he attempts this pull, it's not going to stack. But you would pull into a double hard camp. I think, right? Yeah, double hard camp. I wasn't sure if it was triple, but... Actually, I guess it can't be. It's only 2 minutes, 40 seconds. So this wave will definitely die. And let's see. They've got 6 creeps here, which means at least one of these heroes will probably be stuck under this tower for a little bit. And it's probably Axe, because Axe wants to farm. And then Phoenix is a bit low right now, so maybe Phoenix doesn't want to contest. And then Bristleback and KotL are both excellent at clearing stacks. So maybe he was going for more gold and resources for his team. It's partially about denying the wave and restoring lane equilibrium, but maybe also just to get more gold onto Mickey, because I think Bristleback carry really is about getting off to a really fast tempo. I think Phoenix and Axe could steal some of this XP, but maybe it doesn't matter as long as these guys get the last hits. Well, let's see how it would have played out. Oh, actually, we saw he kind of messed up the... I'm not sure why he waited to cut that tree. I feel like if he cut that tree sooner, that pull could have worked. I can't imagine... Actually, I should. Let's watch one more time. I don't know if this is like too try-hard, guys, but I mean, this is the video you guys are getting. I can't help but think there's no way he was only trying to get the range creep. I'm pretty sure he was trying to get the whole creep wave. And so, like, I feel like this was a small mistake, which makes me feel a little better. I mess up this pull all the time. It makes me feel better to see INSaNia maybe mess it up too, but maybe it was completely intentional either. But I guess we'll never know. Trying to secure the range creep. Okay, so I think this one's cool. Definitely could have done a small pull here, but Mickey, I don't know what I keep saying. I know it's Mickey. At least that's how all the casters say it that way. He's holding the creeps out here, which means there's no reason to pull this, because I think this will fix lane equilibrium itself. And in fact, it'll make it equal, because if Axe holds 2 here, and Mickey holds 2 here, then in theory, both sides should die at the same time, and then they meet up like somewhere here, as per usual. Whereas if you pull this, and Mickey has to just kill these on his own, actually it kind of would have worked out the same, I think. Well, I think the risk is that if you pull this small camp and the enemy team notices, what they could have done, unless Mickey keeps holding these creeps out here, if he just walks in a tower to farm them, Axe could like shove this in so that this creep wave goes to this tower before this camp is done farming, done killing each other, and then because this tower would kill off this creep wave, then this creep wave then returns to the lane and then pushes again. So maybe that's why he's not pulling right now. It's like, yeah, this looks like it should end up balancing out. Yeah, so it's like you have the lane here again. Whereas if he did a small pull, I think it could have still worked out, but I also think Nigma could have pushed the lane temporarily to then get it to push back to them. Again, maybe that's... This whole video is reading too much into everything. It's like what the video is. Pros aren't perfect, so of course, like, I want to be careful of not reading into anything, and I was like, oh, it's just a mistake, you know? Like, right now, I know there's, like, no tactical reason to not have Iron Branch in your inventory, and it's just, like, something that slips your mind in the middle of everything. I actually missed when he used the mango. Let's go back to find it. Oh, it was even before this? We totally missed when he used the mango. Tried to do the pull, and then mangoed. Did he really need to mango there, though? Like, why can't you just hold your mango and then say if you really want to illuminate now, you mango and then use it? I know some pros just, like, use the mango sooner to have the mana. I'm a big fan of waiting, because he would get the mana, the health regen right now. I don't know. I guess it could have been a misclick. I feel like that was probably intentional, though, just to get the mana. But I don't know. Maybe it was a misclick. I feel like he could hold it for at least a little longer, and then if he wants to illuminate, he can use it himself. Alright, we saw this. Yeah, mess up pull, blah, blah, blah. Didn't do the small pull. Okay, we're back. I don't know what this Blightstone was for then. I mean, I guess they're like you're getting some extra damage in like here. Is that worth it? Does he plan to build a medallion? I could see that being cool, like a medallion with his bristleback. I see bristlebacks buy their own medallion too sometimes though. So then maybe you just have like medallion plus a casual blightstone. And it's not like KotL really has any other items he needs. Does another pull while going for the bounty rune. It's pretty cool. Needs to stay in the area so that Axe can't steal it, I feel like. Does a pull. This is something we've been talking about recently on this channel, to be very careful around this catapult wave pull. I think it's fine though, because this is the Keeper of the Light, and you have a Bristleback. So Bristleback is perfectly fine to tank the wave, like right here. And I think you can just do this pull without worry about your tower taking too much damage. And maybe... Oh, actually it looks like he's trying to do a connected pull, I think. But actually the enemy's like pulling it in a little. Maybe this is to delay this, and maybe someone will rotate down here. I feel like that's something a pro team could do. I don't think we can do it in our pubs, but that could be cool. Or maybe it was just to get these creeps here and help Bristleback farm this up. Another small pull. No one here to contest him. He saw GH somewhere else. This is another set of tangos. Did I miss that? I feel like it is. Yeah, it is another set. I've been rushing Tranquil Boots. Which maybe that's wrong. Or it probably depends on the game. But he went for another set of tangos and like all these other small items first and then Tranquils later. Which honestly is probably better than what I've been doing. Let's be real. All right, double stack. Maybe even a triple stack. He's here soon enough. He's gonna have to hit this large camp first. Oh no, It's too bad. We were gonna get to see some like... I'm pretty sure he could triple stack this, guys. I'm pretty sure if he like... So the way he got here like a little too late, but I think he hits this at 52, walks down, blasts this. Like send the blast at 54 so it hits this at like 55. Then you walk down here and hit this at 55 and then pull this way and then like maybe stack all three camps. At the least he could stack these two. And I'm pretty sure that's what he was going for until Weehaw showed up and just killed him. Picks up a sentry, possibly because Puck was in this area and so now he thinks, you know, they may have warded there. Okay, where's he gonna TP? TPing mid to back up Koikva because he's pushing the tower maybe? Or maybe to de-ward in the area. They might have been talking and maybe Koikva told him there's a ward here. Maybe that's why he bought the sentry. Oh, he has two sentries though, actually. The whole fight's breaking out. Oh, look at all those last hits. Guys, I was just defending, you know? I'm not stealing last hits. Man of the Sand King once. Approaching from this way to be a little safer about this D-ward as opposed to like running in the river, I think is a little scary. Plus you don't have vision in the river. Oh no! Poor Insania. His pull got ruined and now the ward got denied from him. Alright, he is gonna pick up his Triangle Boots next. Coming up here to restore mana. Yeah, and then he's sentrying here because the enemy team was in this area, so you gotta check. Where are you going right now? Maybe just positioning safely because he saw the enemy walking in. Speed forward a bit. Yeah, so it turns out Weehaw is here. Uh-oh. You don't want 2 deaths on your carry bristleback, I think. Teleports top to defend it. The enemy team could still be up here, which makes this scary. Brought a ward to put out there, but I think they do want to defend this tower because you have a Keeper of the Light. You can literally do what we're watching right now. Like, you don't want to lose towers for free when you have a Keeper of the Light. What was the skill build actually? Let's cheat real quick. Illuminate Chakra, 1 point in Solar Bind. Okay. I've been skipping Solar Bind till later. A little bit. I have like been unsure when to get it. Let's see, why might he get it on this team? It's not because he has a lot of magic damage on his team. Well, I guess he kind of does. Like, you've got some magic from the Dragonite, and then like Mirana and Sand King, and then like Illuminate. So I guess maybe there is some magic, but I feel like it's mostly for the slow. So like Bristlebat can run people down. Though having said that, you got 3 like really mobile heroes you can kind of escape kind of easily. But still, maybe that's... I feel like that's why, to make it easier to land some of these kills. Ult's here. Who's he calling in? This is a team play. I don't know if this will happen in our pub games. Mirana's TPing up here, and he's recalling someone. I imagine either one of the... Oh, it's got to be one of the cores. Okay, goes for the Sand King, because Sand King can stun into the Mirana arrow. And I think Mickey right now wants to just farm this area. Alright, so actually you are going to get the Solar Bind. Oh, that was cool. Let's watch that again. Alright, so he is going to make use of the magic resistance from Solar Bind. So Solar Bind into the stun, epicenter channeling, and then knocks him into the arrow. I don't think that was necessary, but it was kind of funny. I suppose it was possible for Axe to dodge the arrow a bit, though, so it probably doesn't hurt. Then he used mana on the Sand King to get a second stun and guarantee that Axe kill. Okay. Now you've got an Axe kill. Now Taiga's up here farming, and now he walks away. This is something I've been trying to like incorporate a little bit more, where I realized like I should just call people in and I leave. Because like I'm way faster as Keeper of the Light than almost any other hero, at least in the early game. And so it's like I've been doing this thing where I sit in a lane and farm. Like I'm defending, right? Originally I'm defending. And then at some point the enemy team doesn't come up anymore and it's just a free lane and I just keep farming. But it's come to my attention that I should just ult someone in and I walk away. And then if the enemy team rotates up there because like, oh, it's a core now what's worth being there, then that core can TP away and I'm already somewhere else. And then if I need to, I can TP back up there. And I think that's a big mistake I've been making on this hero. And we kind of just saw Insania do it. It was a bit more coordinated where they also got a kill. It's not quite an empty lane yet, but they made it an empty lane by getting that kill. And now Insania walks away. And if Taiga needs to leave, well, okay, his teleport's on cooldown right now. But later, Taiga can just leave with the teleport. And I think that's a big part of KotL that I have not been making use of. Granted, it's a little harder in pubs, I guess, for my rank compared to Insania. But I think it's something I should be trying to do a bit more. Buys a fluffy hat to tank up. This hero, Keeper of the Light, feels like he has a lot of open slots. It feels like he doesn't need anything. And so you have like very flexible item builds, and so you can buy these small things like a Blightstone and a fluffy hat. So that's pretty cool. He is making his way up here again. It is a problem, Insania. Flame. Okay, so what do you do right now? You probably have some team discussion. 11:43. It doesn't look like there's anything you have to do right now, so maybe you just split up the stacks. Like, hey, Mirana, you go stack these. I'll stack these, and then you try to stack this whole jungle for anyone to farm, really, but maybe Mickey. And then what else? How's the game going right now? So while we're waiting for this pause, Mickey is like picking up his items. You've almost got Blink on Sand King. You're working on a Blink on the Dragonite. So you are going for this really fast tempo, and you have 2 Blink initiates for these mobile heroes, and you try to chain stun, get the kill, and then maybe Mickey just... So like Mickey hits a tower. Everyone's behind him. And then if they try to stop Mickey, who's super tanky under tower with the items he's building, then you have like double Blink initiates into the arrow into like Illuminate. And then you just like force building. So I feel like they're coming up on their timing with these blinks. So at least Sand King blink, which is like right about to finish. You can probably start making plays. Maybe you wait for like full team movements till Koikva has blink on Dragonite and Bristle has like this hood. But you could probably start looking for a kill here and there with this Sand King. Jeez, guys, how long is this pause? All right, here we go. We're good. Wait, did they end up stacking? Oh, okay, okay, we're good, we're good. Oh, we rewinded back into the pause. Okay, Mirana. Let's go free cam. So it looks like KotL is just going to stack this one. And Mirana is... Huh? Oh, this is lit. Look at him. He's using his courier to get vision of this area so that he can get the double stack. So they left this one unstacked, and then he did, KotL did that one. So still 3 stacks by them. That was pretty cool. It was cool to see the, like, use the courier like that. And then Insania is going to be okay here. They want to defend this top tower, I think. I don't think you want to give up any towers for free right now. Alright, we can speed through this a bit. Ulting in Mickey to clear up stacks. Use Chakra Magic on Mickey. He needed it because he was low on mana, but now KotL's low on mana. I think you have to be a little careful now. You can't blast waves and do anything right now. Like, he didn't have enough mana to like knock people back and stuff, you know? Which is just a little unfortunate in terms of the mana management stuff. I think this should be a Croaky kill. Never mind, the whole team's here. Phoenix Egg? Looks like they'll get the Phoenix Egg. Okay, so KotL's job there, kill Egg. I agree with that. As a support, the position 5, a lot of the time against a Phoenix, like you don't need damage to kill the Egg. You just need to auto attack. You know, so I think a support's job is typically to kill the Egg. That's what KotL did there. He's now going to use mana on Mickey. Not going to have enough for Illuminate until he uses his own stick. But I think prioritizing Mickey's ability to spam out spells is more important. It's kind of like why you picked this combo after all. I think that's something I've been also making the mistake of, where I've been using more mana on myself to make sure I can keep using spells in a team fight. But I think getting the cooldown on my cores is a little more important. I try to, but like when fights get hectic and I see it on cooldown, I default to like using it on myself, I think. And I do think that's a mistake. Uh-oh. I might be dead here. Gonna ult. Doesn't... I feel like the game plan was to ult and call someone in, but he didn't actually have enough mana. So I think he might have just died there for that. Look at Insania go. He is just like looking... We're at normal speed. This guy's just like going everywhere on this map. That's wild. He's checking everything. Information gathering from a pro. I don't even know how he was like going around that fast. Why did he ward here? I think it's because, well, one, it looks like he's gonna have 2 more stacks here in a second. 3 stacks. KotL can do a triple stack here. It's really nice. I think you want to just keep defending this. I don't think they're worried about playing aggressive yet. I'm pretty sure the Liquid plan, we kind of defined it. Oh, he's actually changing. Oh, actually, maybe he's already calling it out. I have no idea where the courier is. But I think the game plan is like blink on the 2 cores, the Sand King and the Dragon Knight, and apparently now BKBs for the Dragon Knight. And I don't know for the Sand King what quite yet. Let's see. Where are the couriers? Oh, here's one. Finishing up a wand, the Dragon Knight. Yeah, the blink's on the way. Okay, so actually this is like go time. He finished the Hood, finished the Vanguard. So I don't think you're that worried about having deep vision, because I think you like clear up these stacks. This ward is here to protect these stacks. You do them. Maybe finish something up on Mickey. It doesn't look like he's that close. But whenever their online moment is, I think they're just going to run down. And so I think Insania is warding for that. He just wants his team to not get invaded, not lose too much. Because once you hit that timing, you're just going to walk in a straight line. And I don't think you need that much vision for that. I think that's why he's warding the way he is. Ooh, just enough time to dig something up. I think this one won't stack, maybe. Did it? Was that enough? Oh, it was! He's the pro. Yeah, so that's the triple stack, guys. Let's see, so... Let's watch it one more time. I know how to do this, but it's for you guys. I just want to make sure. I always like to see the way people do things. So, hits it at 53. After it turned to 53, he launched the attack. insta blast over here, and then this auto attack lands at 57. Okay, I really feel like it depends on the camp if that would have stacked or not. I think some block, but he had the Hellbear Smasher there, and those are pretty fast. But I know a lot of the times, like, I feel like that one's a little finicky. Although I guess you do have between like 55 and like 57 to get that one. That box is kind of small. But since it was stacked, I thought it wouldn't have enough. I guess I was wrong.
There goes Radiant's bottom tower.
All right, DK gets like a solo tower. Now they've got 3 heroes up here. Oh. Did he call anyone in? No, he just ulted, and then he's gonna D-ward.
You know the drill.
When is go time? And Mickey finishes whatever. Okay, calls in Koikva. Mickey TPing in. Gonna get the axe kill. Taiga actually buys back. Oh, nice. Called in Taiga. Which means I guess this is when they want to start fighting. Because otherwise I don't know why you would use that buyback. Because it's not like it's... It didn't feel like that was like... It had to be a critical fight unless you want it to be. I feel like you could easily just like get out of there. Oh, look how tanky he is. Alright, just blasting mana on Taiga to have the stun again, maybe? No stun when you're dead, unfortunate. Mickey's scary. I always got the double damage, I didn't even notice. Guys, what do you think? Was this an intentional? Was it intentional to tank this for your team so they have an easier time maneuvering around here? Or was it an accident? It kind of looked like he was clicking into it. Like honestly, he's not gonna die from it. I wonder if he really was just like tanking that so that his team didn't have to worry about it anymore. Rip Courier. I was trying to keep an eye on the puck. Went a little too far and ended up dying for it. It's gonna go straight for a pipe. The enemy team has a ton of magic damage. And I believe Mickey is going for a shroud with his items. Mickey doing the same double stack. And now Mickey is gonna farm. So this makes INSaNia pretty tanky now with this hood. Oh, we have a lot of game left to go. How long are we at? 37 minutes? Oh my. Could be a longer video than I imagined because we've been theory crafting so much. Alright. Does that help Mickey? And Mickey just finished SNY. Is it go time now? Seems like it because we're smoked, and I'm pretty sure he'll just recall in. Not? Oh no. Okay, there was. Phoenix Head gonna fall. Miracle gonna fall. Now we're gonna get the Void. Oh, we are online, lads. What a selfless guy. Uses mana on his teammates. I'm an asshole, guys. I constantly mana myself a bit too much, I think. Because to me, it's like, oh, I can't do anything. And like, oh, my teammates at like 50, they can like sort of do something, but he still uses mana on his teammates. Well, I guess it's because Boxy's leaving too, so you can always mana yourself, but you can't mana your teammates. Do you swap in raindrops here? I feel like you do. You don't need the salve. You like swap in the raindrops so you can get some mana regen. Comes top while his team like goes back to farming a bit.
Dire's mid towers having technical difficulties.
Trying to finish up the pipe maybe? Oh, actually gonna miss a chance to stack here, I think. And it is gonna stack the small camp in the end. I think he like messed up the timing on that medium camp a bit though. Alt to recall Koikva, Dragon Knight. Farm one camp on... Oh no, him farming it will give him the gold. Alright, when we get the pipe, is it go time now? What did you just drop? Oh, the Blightstone.
Dire's mid tower won't last much longer.
Alright, sends the Blightstone home. Doesn't have slots for it anymore. Smoke, wards, pipe. This does feel like a really strong timing. Whole enemy team is missing. So actually, let's go back. Let's watch the minimap a little bit because I was watching what he was doing. Let's keep an eye on what's going on here. So minimap-wise, you don't really see anything. I don't think they're supposed to see this stuff. So they briefly saw people in the mid lane, I think. That might have also been a bug. But I think it was the... might have been the arrow going. I'm not sure.
Dire's mid tower
No,
needs a
Mirana's
little
there. So I don't know. I think maybe we don't see that. So they haven't seen anything for a while. But they're feeling really strong, and I don't think they're scared to smoke. So he says, we're going right through here. Smokes, has the pipe. How are they positioned? He is in the back, essentially. These guys are near him, but they're going to blink forward. So he's in the back right now. Bristle went in first, so now they kind of know this path is safe. You're not going to blindly run into someone here. This does still scare me a little bit. Because, like, what if someone was here? But I guess if they're planning to curve up, it's fine. Because that way he's still in the back, technically. Oh, this is an arrow. That's like arrow vision, right? Am I crazy? What is it? Like, randomly we see, like, a strip of vision. And I keep thinking it's the arrow. I don't know what it is. Replay bugs. He's going to de-ward because, I don't know, I guess they attempted the smoke and then it failed. Boyd's going to get out and Mickey just starts doing Roche. So while they were smoked up, they placed these wards. Perhaps to do just this, to attempt a Roshan. Double stun. Who did he mana? Okay, mana's Mickey. Double stun. Solar bind. Uses the pipe. Figuring out where to charge it. Ends up charging it like towards the egg where more people are likely to gather. Mana's who? Taiga. Alright, now you just do Roshan maybe? Salve, Mickey. I guess the enemy team is still close. It's scary. Just walking in. Hasn't used Blinding Light yet though. Doesn't want to knock anyone away perhaps? Never mind, he's gonna do it now. Alright. Solar bind him. Alright. The game's kind of like winding down. It's kind of hard to come back from this at this point. His team can do Roshan without him, so now he's going to head to the triangle to do another double stack. 52 lands at 55. I think that one's kind of finicky though, isn't it? I knew it! I knew that was slightly too soon because I messed up this pull earlier the other day and that's why I was like, can he hit that early? I think you have to launch the attack when it turns 55. I don't think it can land at 55 because these guys are too fast. I think all the camps are. They always walk back to the leash range on this one is like strict, I feel like. They always walk back when I hit too soon. Just gonna deny that one. I guess he's full health. Koikva, full health, no bottle. Ult recalls Mickey to farm his stack. I think I don't do this enough. I think I should just recall people to farm efficiently. I think that's kind of what I'm taking from some of this. Like a bit of laning and then about recall usage is kind of my main takeaways for my own gameplay, but the itemization like all makes sense to me. Okay, gonna push out mid a bit. The problem is I end up like focusing on what he's doing. Funny enough with that map awareness video, and I'm missing the mini map, which I think is a large part of like what you need to do to make these decisions. And it's like it's hard to like like fixate on what he's doing to like analyze all his small things, but then also to like watch the mini map a lot. Drawn the line. What's this line mean? I don't want them to go beyond this, or like this is where they are.
Radiant's bottom tower seen better days.
Cap the outpost, siege this bottom tower, and then where do you go? Do you go high ground now? I think they're strong enough that they could go for that tier 2 instead. Oh, with KotL ulting, they're definitely going high ground. Alright, when do you pipe here? Preemptively? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, you're gonna keep that catapult alive so they have backdoor. I guess they don't need it anymore now with the next creep wave. Now they're gonna pipe after Axe jumps in. Hold on, let's slow down so we can track all his spell usage. I missed who he just needed mana on. Was it himself or? Okay, it was Mickey. So Mickey mana, that makes sense. Pipe, solar bind the guy in front, knock Axe further back, start charging through the large clump of enemies. Who do you mana here? Mana's himself because he didn't have enough mana to use it otherwise. Taiga buys back, so now you can recall him with that mana. So there was like a reason for him to use it. He couldn't recall without mana himself, I think. And I think off of that, you're going to get this set of racks. Maybe 2 sets. Puck, kill. Yeah, 2 sets now, I think. I think we can... Well, actually, this game still goes on for quite a while. Enigma holding on. I'm going to stick around 2 sets of racks. Alright, so how do you close out this game? I feel like you just set up... So let's try to plan it out and then see what happens. I feel like to close out this game, you could just... They still have Aegis. I missed the timer. I think it's about to expire. So if it's about to expire, I think you could just... You set up in this top corner right here. And you just control this part. And you like chill. You slowly whittle down this tower, take it. And then you like slowly... You don't commit at all, but you like slowly whittle this tier 3 down by like having creeps hit it. By keeping the lanes pushed in. And then eventually Roshan spawns, and like because you keep vision in this area, you go do Roshan, and if they come to fight you, you have a strong vision advantage, along with your 21k lead. You get Aegis, then you just go straight down. I feel like that's what you do. That's the wrong one. Okay, KotL, so what did he buy? He built a 4-staff? Why? Not very good against Rupture, not very good against Puck KotL. But if they don't use those abilities, it does help you move around. Maybe dodge some of this like axe call stuff. Get away from a Phoenix who's like slowing you down. Or to keep up with these mobile heroes is actually another way to think about it. Taiga looking kind of dead, and he bought back. He used Hype earlier. Poor Taiga, he's stuck up there. Abyssal on the Puck. Oh my god. Look at that damage output. He's got GD. Alright, Taiga dead for 70. Reestablish your vision here. Oh, they're just like going for it. Can you do this? He's got DD. We don't have Dragon form though. Oh, there it is. Ooh, Bloodseeker tanking the arrow. Should he have, though? Maybe not. Oh, do you actually just win here, then? Puck's about to come back. Why is there so long left on this replay, then? Is this like a spoiler hider? Like, what was up with that? Or is it because of like Dota delay? Because when they stream this game, they need like a 15-minute delay for people not, and like people were getting kicked out. Is this their solution? They just add on like a chunk of time at the end? Okay, guys. Let me know what you guys think of these kind of videos. It's not like we haven't done them before, but I think this is helpful. I feel like a slightly better KotL player for that. So my main takeaways: one, re-emphasize securing range creeps. I already know I'm supposed to do it. I think everyone knows at this point, but I'm just like bad at it. And watching pros always reminds me that I'm bad at it because they always go for the first couple, and I don't. So I should secure the first range creeps with my KotL blast. I also think it's okay to push and then pull right after. So it's like it's okay to hit those melee creeps with the blast if you need to, and the lane pushes because then you get to go do a small pull, and you just try to do a lot of pulls with Keeper. In this lane, he did not block the hard camp, and I think it makes sense because KotL himself is great at using that camp, but you also have a Bristleback who's excellent at it. And even though Axe and Phoenix are kind of good at taking that camp as well, I think in this game you just leave it and try to play with it. I'm curious to see if he would always leave it open against certain matchups. Maybe you don't. But I think KotL generally likes to have that camp available. And then I also, like I said, I think I have a bad habit of like purely defending lanes and just sitting there for a long time. And we didn't see that quite as much in this game. Like he does it for a little bit when he needs to, but it's never more than like 30 seconds, a minute. But there's definitely been KotL games I've played where I've sat in a lane for like 2-3 minutes and it's like, no one's coming here, so I guess this is my lane. I should just recall someone in and move, I'm pretty sure. Or like try to set up a kill and then create that empty lane and then walk away kind of deal. His itemization was cool, just like fit the game. I don't think it was anything like, I don't think we saw anything too crazy. Actually, this Blightstone was really cool. I might try it if I ever get paired with the Bristleback. I've been really greedy. When I'm for KotL, I really like having boots. And in the safe lane, I do like typical safe lane stuff. But I've never tried a Blightstone. So I might try this. Because KotL really doesn't need any items. I get the boots because I'm an asshole and I like moving fast. Gotta go fast. But it feels like maybe with this Blightstone, you can just harass people because you're naturally faster than a lot of people. And combined with the fact that he had a lane partner who's like straight physical damage in this Bristleback, that seems like it could be good. I don't think you do it if you have like a weak laner or someone who's not going to make a use of a lot of like right clicks. Like maybe you're in the off lane with a Pugna or Timber. Like I don't think you get the Blightstone. Or maybe you have a Spectre or Anti-Mage in your lane. Like I don't think you're getting the Blightstone. But in a lane with like this very physical damage bristle, I think this is a cool innovation that I might try. I'll probably feed with it and not be as good as it, but we'll try it. Yeah. Again, it's hard to like do all the same coordination stuff between like Team Liquid and Enigma, but still, I feel like we can try to copy some of this stuff. We got to see like the double and triple stacks. Kind of knew those, but it's always good to see it again. I think one thing I noticed, I don't know, it'll depend on the lane. I've spent a lot of my early games on KotL doing a lot of stacking. But I think you can do that. I don't know if that's like bad or not. We didn't see it this game as much. Like Insania started stacking more after the laning stage. But I think it's just sort of how the lane played out. I feel like if you crush your lane and you have the freedom to go stack, you can go stack. And I think that happens in some of my games, so I do it. But I guess it's like definitely still play your lane if you need to. Don't overemphasize stacking because Insania didn't. He like stayed in the lane, especially when he has this like combo with the bristle. He like stayed in the lane to make use of it, and it was only after laning stage breaks down where then he like dedicates more time to like doing these double and triple stacks. Okay, I think that's it for the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you like this kind of stuff, and we'll do more. It's always fun to watch these pros and just watch their perspective. It's really fun to watch like a full casted kind of version, but I like to break down like what a individual player does. So let me know if you want to see more of this. All right, thanks for watching. See you guys.